Alright folks, as promised, part 2 will be drawing the body of our gumball machine. This is the part that we finished in our last video, the top, and we should also have our bottom as well. So we should have the top and the bottom. Now we're going to put the piece that gets sandwiched in between. So from here we'll again click on New, Standard.ipt, and then hit Create. Then we'll click Start 2D Sketch, and again click on that XY plane. Once we're here, we can start drawing. We can draw this body piece a couple different ways. All right. We can do it with one extrusion or two. I'll show you how we do this with two extrusions. Again, just kind of make it, I think, a little bit simpler for us to see. Okay. So again, we're going to select the line tool. We're going to start at the origin point, and we're going to start by drawing a square. Try to keep your lines perpendicular to each other. When you're drawing this, it'll make it a little bit easier later on, one less step to make. Now for this body piece, it's going to be a square again, and this part we make out of a 2x4, so this will be 3.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches tall. I know, I said the dimensions backwards, but same result. 3.5 by 3.5. Alright, we're going to finish our sketch. Again, click on the corner of our orthographic cube over here. I'm going to click Extrude. Again, I like to use flipped. And then a 2x4 happens to be 1.5 inches thick. Right? So now we have the block. In the middle of the block is going to be the groove that we need to make for the slider. So we're going to click on Start 2D Sketch. I like to click on this face. And then we just need to draw in two lines after we use Project Geometry. Again, Project Geometry, we have the yellow border around our block. Our lines should connect to those yellow borders much easier. Click up top, click down below, and do the same thing here also. Again, trying to make sure that they're perpendicular. Right? Now, once I have those in order just to make sure that things don't go too funky on me, I want to click on the two lines in the middle first. Okay, my slider should be at 3/4 of an inch, 0.75. So that's what I'm going to type in first. Once I do that, it doesn't matter which side I select. I can either pick these two lines and do the left side. I can pick these two lines, do the right side. Again, shouldn't matter. But I want to click both of those lines, bring my dimension up, and here I'm going to type in 1.375, which is 1 3/8. Click the green check. Now that should center our groove that we will put in right in the middle, and you can check that by clicking on this line and this line, and you should get 1.375, which we have. If you click, you're going to get this warning that is going to over constrain our drawing. You can click cancel, you don't have to put that in. But it's a check to make sure that we drew everything correctly up to this point. Once we've done that, we can click Finish Sketch. We're going to go back to Extrude, and this is why we like to use Flipped. Right? If we leave this as default, and we click here, it's going to expand that piece out of our block. We want to cut away a part, so we're going to use Flipped, and that's going to remove material instead of add material. The slider is 3/4 of an inch wide by 1 inch tall, so we're going to change that dimension to 1. We're going to hit OK. And now we have a part It has a groove set in, so our top can sit here. Gumball can fall through the top into the slider groove here and into the slider. Alright? But there is our body piece. So once we have that, we'll hit File, we'll go to Save, we'll go back here to where we're saving it, and again label this as the body, or middle, whichever you want to call it, just so we know what it is. And then we'll hit Save. And that is the middle piece of our Gumball Machine. Next video is going to contain the slider. That one will take a few more steps because we have a few more things to add to our sliders. So, until next time.